What's your name?
Summer.
Summer
Potter.
Summer Potter. Okay, where are you from and where did you grow up?
Las Vegas.
When you were a kid, what did you dream about being when you grew up?
I knew that I wanted to do something that I could just be myself. And at first I thought it was photography, but it got really outrageously expensive, so that's when I kind of fell into hair and started asking everybody, like, do you like it? You know, because I'm super social, so I knew that I could do it. You know what I mean? And I knew that I could do it anywhere.
That's what you wanted to do when you grew up? You were thinking as a kid, I want to grow up to be a hairdresser?
Hairdresser, photographer, anything that's like artistic.
Gotcha.
I'm not one to sit behind a desk. I can't handle it. And I need to be able to have a job that I can do anywhere in the world because I love to travel. So that's, and obviously having tattoos, you know, I need something that I can be myself and I don't have to wear a turtleneck and a suit every day to cover up who I am.
So who's your hero and why?
Actually, Vivian McKinder.
Vivian McKinder?
Yeah. She is awesome.
Is she one of the judges on the show? Is that why you're saying that?
No, Vivian McKinder is awesome hairstylist. She is just super independent. She, you know, I've seen her speak a few times and she's like, you know, I fly by the seat of my pants. I don't want to be tied down. I want to be able to just be myself and be creative, and she's amazing. Like some of the work she does, she's won several like NAHA awards. You know, I think she's awesome. You know.
Gotcha. Who is Summer outside of work?
Well, super into music. Go to a lot of shows. I have a boxer puppy, so play with her. Snowboarding, skateboarding.
Gotcha. How long have you been doing this now?
Almost 6 years.
So what do you like best about being a hairdresser?
I would say my clients, because I've made a lot of amazing friends and met some amazing people, some crazy people, some super...
Takes one to know one.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I just say I love my clients. Super talkative, you know, and I like to be able to just interact with people. So
what do you like least about being a hairdresser?
Standing all day in heels.
I wouldn't know that. Thank you. What's your best success story of your career?
I would say packing all my stuff and moving to Seattle when I didn't know anybody and coming to work for 7.
That takes a lot of chutzpah. Tell us your funniest client story.
I do have a funny client story. Client, I was assisting a stylist, and client went to get up out of the chair and caught her leg on the thing you put your feet on. Chair spun around.
Footrest.
Yeah, footrest. The chair spun around. Client went flying. The educator that I actually was assisting at that point went to try to catch his client, grabbed her boobs. Client freeze.
Boobs?
Yes. At this point, client's like going down.
That probably wasn't an accident.
Client's going down. Other stylist is completely like mortified. I'm hysterically laughing and I'm assisting him. And yeah, it was outrageous.
Who was it?
Antonio.
That was not an accident.
Yeah, it was great. And yeah, so client didn't hit the floor.
I never heard about that.
Oh, it was the best thing ever. And then we went to take her.
Client never hit the floor because he was holding so tight under the boobs, right?
He just grabbed her. And so then we went to take her back to the processing station. He's so fluttering, he's freaking out. And I'm trying to get her seated, you know, and making sure that she's okay. And then he's tripping over the stool, and now I'm trying to catch him. And it was just chaos for like 10 minutes, and by the end of that, we were all just hysterically laughing. It was so funny.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it was great.
Tell us about a time when you made a difference in a client's life through the services you provide.
So I had a client that came in, and she had hair down to like the middle of her back, and I'd never seen her before. She was my last client of the night. Really super thick hair, and she's like, I want to cut it all off, like almost a pixie. She's like, I want a completely different look, and I just need a change in my life. She's like, I've looked this way for like 15 years. And at first you're like shocked because obviously you're like, holy hell, that's a lot of hair to cut off. I've never even seen this person before. I don't know if she's just gonna wig out in my chair. So we had like a 45-minute consultation and finally figured out what kind of haircut she was going for. And it was more of kind of like the Meg Ryan shag, real short back in like the 90s. And she would look really good in it. So I was like, okay, you know, well, let's do it. And she's like, yeah, let's do it. So we cut it all off. I spent 2 hours probably on this client. She leaves, she loves it, she's happy. I'm like, I'll see you in 6 weeks. So about 5 weeks rolls around and I see her in the salon with her mom. And I was like, oh my God, how's your hair? It's so good to see you. You look great. You're styling it really well. Are you loving it? What'd your husband think? She didn't tell her husband. She's like, oh, well, actually, I have a story for you. She's like, I came home. He didn't really notice. He didn't really say anything. She's like, I thought it was kind of weird. I've been having feelings that he'd been having an affair on it with me. So she's like, a week or so went by, and sure enough, she had found an email or something that gave her the idea, okay, yeah, he's having an affair. She knew what restaurant he was going to be at meeting up with this woman. So she shows up, sure enough, he's having an affair, and she's like, I never would have, no, this is serious. She's like, if it wasn't for your haircut, this is what she said to me. She's like, if you didn't change my life that day, I wouldn't have had the confidence to face him in a restaurant with another woman. She's like, but I am a completely different person because you have completely changed my look and changed my life by my hair. She's like, I never knew that cutting all my hair off was going to give me the confidence to face something like that when I've been married to this person for 15 years.
What is the one goal that you have not achieved as a hairdresser and want to?
I would say I would like to do product education. I'd like to travel, and since we have our own product line, hopefully I can do that with you, with this company. So
that's a big one. Okay. How do your clients and your friends see you?
I would say I'm pretty outgoing, easy to talk to anybody and everybody.
So you think they
sarcastic.
They see you as being outgoing and easy to talk to?
Blunt.
Okay. Yeah.
Pretty to the point.
Yeah.
Confident. Yeah.
Really?
Sometimes a bitch. Maybe a little.
How do you see yourself?
I would say I'm pretty organized, and that's like, and super perfectionist.
At the end of it all, once all is said and done, and you're old and decrepit, and you know you've had years of standing in heels on the floor cutting hair.
Yep.
What are you going to be remembered for, or who you were? How do you want to be remembered?
I would say I want to be remembered as somebody that did good in the world, humanitarian. I'm super into volunteer work, doing things like not for money, just to help people out, which is I think is maybe another reason why I'm in this industry. And just a day maker, like somebody that makes someone's day positive. That's how
that sounds a little too.
I would hope to be remembered like that.
Anyway, so now, last but not least, give us a little move so they know what your personality is like.
Like this one?
No, like dance. Do a little dance.
I'm dancing.
Alex did it.
Do you want me to get up?
You can get up and just a little move or something so they can see. Yeah, there you go. She got rhythm.
Yeah.
All right.